All right, Mike, if there's anything we like as much as baseball, it's throwing crap at the wall and see what sticks. And we got a whole bag of picks over here that we're going to get to. We'll start it off with the divisions. You want to kick it off? Let us go across the board here in the American League.
Yeah, in the American League. In the East, I like the Red Sox to repeat. I also like Cleveland in the Central, also repeating. And in the West, I like Seattle, kind of an upstart team with a good starting rotation. A lot of bop in that lineup. I'll take them to win the West. In the wild card, I like the Rangers. I don't think they're as good as they were last year, but they're still good enough to get in. And I like the Tigers. A bounce back year for Verlander last year. Fulmer looks good, so I think they've got the pitching to get it done.
All right, you're speaking my language in the AL East and the AL Central. I also like the Red Sox and the Indians. I think we know what the Red Sox can do offensively, and even without David Ortiz, they should be pretty good. Obviously, we get Chris Sale as well. Indians, obviously AL champs coming back, feeling a better team, you could argue. So I like those two. I like the Astros in the West. I think they got a good mix of veterans after adding Carlos Beltran, Josh Reddick, Brian McCann, guys like this. They're a good young core. So I like them coming out of the West. Wild card, I like your Mariners pick. Good upstart team. I think the addition of Drew Smyly might be a little underrated. And then I look at the Toronto Blue Jays. I think another team's coming out of that AL East. Blue Jays obviously have the lineup. And in the rotation, I think Marcus Stroman and Aaron Sanchez have the potential to take the next step. So, let's move over to the National League and see what we got going on there. Who you like? You want to kick us off?
Yeah, in the East, I like the Nationals. I think that team is a perennial powerhouse. I think they've just got all-star talent at just about every position, and Max Scherzer topping out that rotation along with Steven Strasburg. That's a tough combination to go against. Hopefully the bullpen holds up. Chicago, the Cubs, defending world champions. That pretty much speaks for itself.
Right.
They're still loaded, and they're going to be good for a while. The Dodgers retained a couple of key free agents in Kenley Jansen and Justin Turner. I like them as well. As for the wild cards, I like the Cardinals to kind of sneak up on some teams this year. I think especially if Michael Wacha, he's the key for that rotation. If he's healthy and gives them a lot of innings this season, they'll be fine. And the other wild card, I love the Giants. I think they could even contend for that NL West division title. One big issue they had last year was the bullpen. They kind of addressed that by going out and getting Mark Melancon, so I like them.
Yeah, I'm with you. We're seeing eye to eye across the board from a divisional standpoint. I also like the Nationals, Cubs, and Dodgers. For all the reasons you mentioned, the NL West, I like Dodgers, but again, like you, I flip-flopped a little bit because I also like the Giants, and I got them as one of my wild card teams as well. It's one of those teams that year to year you can you kind of pencil them in to be competitive. So I think they'll be there to the very end. I wouldn't be surprised if they won division. I got them as a wild card, and then I'm sticking in the NL Central for my second wild card, and I'm taking the Pirates over the Cardinals. Though I just look at the could potentially have a good young big three in Garrett Cole, Jameson Taillon, and Tyler Glasnow. And also, I really like that outfield, especially moving Starlin Marte to center field with McCutchen in the corner. Although I will say how Andrew McCutchen performs this season could go a long way towards determining who how good that Pirates team is. So let's give it World Series pick. Give it to us, cut and dry.
I'm going to take the Indians. I love that team. I love that starting rotation. I love the bullpen. They got better by adding Encarnacion, and Terry Francona is one of the best managers in baseball. I like them to beat the Dodgers. They ride Kershaw to the World Series, but come up just short.
Cubs make it back to the World Series, and then that's where they hit the brick wall, and they're going to lose to the Houston Astros, who have a great mix of veterans and good young players. Obviously, questions that rotation, but I think they answer them. They get the job done.
Cool.
All right.